I know. I know. But welcome back. And thanks for having me back. I know it's been a long time since the last time I've come on here and talked to you guys and put an episode out, but life has been a little hectic, a little crazy, a little busy, a little sad. Life's just been crazy. And honestly, I feel like I need it for myself. It would just feel weird to jump in an episode without talking about it, at least for myself. I mean, I don't know if you guys could care less or not, but it would just feel fake of me to move on without addressing anything. And I think it's going to be a little therapeutic for me, and I need therapy. So, what better way than to put it on the internet? I love myself for that. Cool. At the end of the day, I think it's going to be a positive note, and I'm going to feel better, I think. And maybe you guys will feel better knowing that maybe you're not the only one that goes through the same things. Um, we'll see. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it in the comments. Take a deep breath and let's do it. I don't want to be too sad and depressive. Have you ever thought about that one? I had a great tour guide, so San Diego's been super fun. I do need this to get this off my chest. Let's just unpack where I've been these last couple months, physically and mentally, and it's been a lot. So it's been a big blur. Honestly, when you I feel like you're going through anything mentally, it literally wipes away your memory. Like, it's horrible. I have horrible memory, and it's just this year, I don't know what it was. I was so excited to start this year, turning 30, and 29 was great. And I was just like, oh my God, 30 is just going to be even better. And I just had a lot of plans to enjoy life and travel and, just have people around me that I care about. And it just didn't turn out that way. It didn't turn out that way at all. Quite the opposite, actually. Although I was vlogging and I was traveling, it was kind of fake. Um, like, obviously you look back at the vlogs and they look great, they look fun, but in my mind, I'm like miserable. You know, it just sucks when you feel like you give so much support and give so much love and want people to be around you and be in your lives, and it just is not being reciprocated. It's really hard. Um, and I guess I'm just the type of person that like wants everybody to like me, and I want to have a lot of friends, and I don't like to be in a bad place in anybody's life. I wanted to try to keep this episode light, but a lot of it's like kind of heavy, so I just don't want to start off like being a Debbie Downer. But a lot of this did start because a lot of things have been difficult, and that's why I wanted to come on here and talk about it. So why not talk about it? Um, yeah, I just been feeling like I've been let down a lot by a lot of people that are close to me. Wasn't feeling like the amount of energy and love and effort and support that I was giving out to people that I care about, I wasn't getting it back. And that was really difficult for me. You just feel like you get beat up on, that's really how I felt these last couple months. I just felt like, you know, I was getting wailed on by everybody that was close to me. And so that was very tough. It got me like in a very dark mindset, got me in a very like, woe is me mindset. And I think that's going to be the biggest takeaway from this episode. And is me getting out of that woe is me mindset, and me getting out of like the sulking of it. And give it, I think that, it was pretty traumatic stuff. So I don't blame myself for being affected by it, but I do have to hold myself accountable for the way that I reacted to it. And I think that it's very easy to feel sorry for yourself it's very easy to like almost be like addicted to the pain. And I think even a part of me wanted those people to feel bad for me and fix what I wanted them to fix with our relationship. And that just doesn't work out that way. You end up just hurting yourself more because you stop doing the things that you want to do and you're not as happy and you're just not living the life, at least that I wanted to live. I let what had happened to me, I let myself sulk in it, and it really did nothing. And they didn't reach out and fix it. So it was also ineffective. But yeah, it's a very addictive mindset to be just that woe is me and feel sorry for me and feel sorry for yourself. And it's just not healthy. It's not productive and it's not effective. It was a lot to navigate. And it was a lot to just dig myself out of that hole of like, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Like, it is what it is. Like, you can't control other people. You know, you can't make other people want to be your friend. You can't make other people want to be in your life. And I think the big issue that I have too is that I like internalize these. And especially when all of these things happened so back to back and so close to each other in these last couple months, it really made me question like who I was. And I've never really done that before. I've always been pretty confident in who I am and what I think. And it really had me question like, maybe you are just a horrible person. Maybe you are a friend. Maybe you are a hater. Like it just, I mean, the worst things were coming to my mind and they made sense. They made a lot of sense because everything around me was just falling apart and people were leaving. But I definitely know that I can't beat myself up about it because it'll just ruin a lot of things. Like, I traveled a lot this summer, which was great. I got to go to a lot of places that I've never been before. Like, I went to San Diego for the first time as an adult, when like the last time I was in San Diego, like whales were still in SeaWorld. And I had a great tour guide. So San Diego's been super fun. But like even doing things like that, like I wouldn't even let myself fully enjoy it because I didn't want to move on without certain people in my life. Like, I truly felt like I was leaving people behind. And when I say that, I don't mean like I'm better than you, I'm leaving you behind. It was more like, I care about you so much. I don't want to move on with my life without you. You know, like I want you to be in my life. And again, it's sad to feel like those people don't want to be in your life anymore. Like, yeah, it's hard. And especially when, you know, some of them are family members. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But what are you going to do? You know, you have to live your life. And so that brings it back to, you know, these trips and stuff that I went to Cabo and vlog that trip, which was such a great trip. And it was actually a really good vlog. So definitely check it out. But it's just hard to enjoy life when you're like, I wish that there was people still with me doing that. Stuff like this is, I think, a lot harder when you're like me and I'm such a team player. Like, I think teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, it's almost like you get punished for caring so much. And that just goes along with like that same thing, like where you get in your head and you're like, well, maybe I'm just a have you ever thought about that one? You know, like, who's the common denominator here? Luckily, I did have, you know, people around me, a couple people around me that tried to talk me out of that and tried to talk me out of not internalizing, you know, what other people are projecting onto me. So, but it's just it's a constant. You have to constantly remind yourself, and that's just literally what you have to do. You have to like talk to yourself and physically, you know, or mentally tell yourself like, all these reminders that you need to remember. So yeah, this might be a short episode. It's a tough one though. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to create more. I'm excited to just be myself. I think when you start questioning who you are, like I was these last couple months, it really just messes with your swag, you know? Because when you're confident and you know who you are, your swag is on 10. And when you get all these blows, you start just like not acting like yourself.
Hey, my friend, today are you okay? You're not alone, the one who's abandoned you. Don't give up hope, it's time to laugh.
On that note, I think we can move on. I think you guys get the idea of how I was feeling. Yeah, I'm just excited for this new mindset. I'm excited to create more content. I'm excited to be back on here and to travel more and just to enjoy life. And it is what it is. And, you know, what will be, will be. So you just got to trust the process. And hopefully this was a good video for you guys. Definitely let me know in the comments. But I think that was what I wanted to say. I think I wanted to get a lot of that off my chest and hold myself accountable and just be excited for what's next. And, you know, you only got one life, so you got to enjoy it, no matter the bumps in the road. Wow, how inspirational of me. So, yeah, I think that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one, hopefully soon. Hopefully with something that's not so sad. But, you know, that's life. Life is sad. I'm just kidding. Life's not sad. All right, guys. Yeah, I even had to talk to a friend the other day, and I was explaining that, like, when are we going to stop complaining and like actually fix this? Because it's so addicting to be sad. It's a deep hole that you can get stuck in. And so, you know, I like to make jokes and stuff, and it's like, when are these like self-deprecating jokes gonna go away? Like, when am I gonna just stop being hard on myself and actually fix it, you know? And so I think I'm in that place now where I'm like, you're getting annoying. Like, in your mind, like, you're annoying yourself. I'm annoyed. And so you just got to be disciplined and tell yourself, knock it off. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell myself to knock it off.